Hello, Year 2. How are you? Welcome to our first online phonics lesson. So, like in class, we're going to start with Are you ready? And I want to be able to hear you all the way from here. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, Year 2, well done. I could hear you all the way from here. I wondered what that noise was. Now, those of you who have phase 3 and 5 phonics, which we've been learning over the last term and practicing, I think that you're very confident with these now, so I think we should move on to phase 6. And we're going to be starting phase 6 by looking at what's called a suffix. Now, do you know what a suffix is? Pause the video now and have a think. What is a suffix? Okay, should we see if you were right? Now, a suffix is a letter or a group of letters that are added to the end of a word. It's always the end of a word to make a new word, which has a slightly different meaning to the original word. Okay, should we have a look at some examples? So there are lots of different examples. We've got ed, so that's what we added to our verbs to make them the past tense. Do you remember the regular past tense verbs? So walk turns into walked. We've got ing, so walk turns into walking. I am walking, which is the present continuous or present progressive form of the verb. Then we've got so er, which is added to a verb to make a noun. So teach, the verb turns into teacher. We've got full, so care turns into careful. And we've got est, which we're going to be looking at today, which means an adjective, so slow, is used with the suffix est to make slowest. So as I said, we're looking at est today, est, which is a suffix we added on the end of our words. We add it to adjectives. Now, pause the video now. I want you to think of as many adjectives as you can. Go. Okay, did you think of a lot of adjectives? Well done, fantastic. So they're added to adjectives to create superlative adjectives. So that's comparing 3 or more things. So you might have 3 dresses and you could say, the blue dress is the prettiest dress I have. Okay, so you're comparing the 3 dresses you have, and you're saying that the blue is the prettiest one you have. Okay, we could also have, so if there's 3 drinks and we've got lemonade, you could say, the lemonade is the fizziest drink I have. Okay, so you're comparing it maybe with tea or with water. Okay, so it's the fizziest. Now, let's have a look at these pictures together and we're going to see if we can write a sentence. Now, let's look at the mouse. Now, I want to create a superlative sentence which compares the mouse with the other 3 animals using the adjective slow. Okay, so we could say the mouse is the slowest animal. Brilliant. Now, I want you to pause the video and have a go at thinking of a sentence you could use for the elephant to compare it to the other 2 animals. Okay, pause the video now and have a go. Okay, should we see if we've got the same sentence? So I thought we could say that the elephant is the loudest animal, or the elephant is the largest animal. Okay, there are lots of different ways we could say that. We compare these 3 animals. So we can say the mouse is the smallest animal, and we can say that the elephant is the largest animal or the biggest animal, and it is the loudest animal as well. Okay, now here are 3 more animals. We've got a tortoise, a bunny rabbit, and a cheetah. Now I want you to think of a sentence for the tortoise to compare it to the other 2 animals, and the cheetah to compare it to the other 2 animals. Okay, pause the video now and have a think. Okay, should we see if we got the same sentences? So I thought for the tortoise we could say the tortoise is the slowest animal. And for the cheetah, we could say the cheetah is the fastest animal or the quickest animal. Okay, so that's what I thought of. You might have thought of something different, but as long as you've used the suffix est, that's brilliant, well done, and compared it to the other animals. Fantastic. So when a word has one syllable, what does one syllable mean? Yes, that's right. It means that there's one part of the word. So if we clap with the word cold, we only have to clap once. Listen, cold. And the same with hot. Let's try. 3, 2, 1, hot. But if we have a word like beautiful, let's see how many times we have to clap for that. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. We have to clap 3 times. So that has 3 syllables. So this is for words with one syllable. So we take the base word, which is the adjective cold, and we add the suffix est to make it the coldest. Okay. Can you think of a sentence with coldest in? Pause the video and have a think. Okay, should we see if we got the same sentence? So I thought we could say that the lemonade is the coldest drink. So I'm back to my lemonade. The lemonade is the coldest drink. And I'm going to be comparing it with tea and hot chocolate. So it is the coldest drink. Now, here's some words for you. Now, these all have one syllable, I'll tell you now. So you're going to be adding the suffix est to them. Can you pause the video now and have a go? Maybe write it down. Add the suffix est. Okay, should we see how you got on? So number 1, we've got the base word or the adjective young, and we need to add the suffix est. So young is going to change to youngest. Then number 2, we've got the base word or the adjective fresh, okay? And we're going to change it to a superlative adjective. Therefore, it will change to freshest. Fresh being the base word or the adjective, and est being the suffix. So we could say the strawberries are the freshest fruit in the supermarket. Okay, that could be a sentence we could use. Then we have sweet. Okay, so we have the base word. We're going to add our suffix est to make sweetest. Now, quiet. What will we need to do now? Our base word is quiet. That's the adjective. We're going to add the suffix est to make quietest. You could say the mouse is the quietest animal if I'm comparing it to a lion or to an elephant. Okay. Now, number 5, loud. Now, that's our base word, our adjective. Let's add the suffix est to it, and that gives us loudest. You could say, if we're comparing those 3 animals again, that the lion is the loudest animal, or the elephant is the loudest animal. Okay, so there we go. We're comparing using superlative adjectives. We're changing the base word, so the adjective, into a superlative. Now, what if it has more than one syllable? Well, if it has more than one syllable, like the word beautiful, let's try again. Beautiful, which has 3, we have to add the word most instead of our suffix est. Can you think of a sentence with most beautiful in? Pause the video now and have a think. Okay, should we see if we've got the same sentence? So I thought you could say, my blue dress is the most beautiful dress I have. Okay, my blue dress is the most beautiful dress I have. The princess is the most beautiful girl in the country. Okay, there are lots of different ways that you can use the most beautiful. Now, here we've got some adjectives, and I would like you to pause the video and have a think. Do you need to use most in front of it, or do you need to use the suffix est at the end of it? Okay, pause the video now and have a think. Okay, should we see if you're right? So first, we've got comfortable. Let's see how many syllables comfortable has. Let's clap together. Comfortable. Oh, there you go. It has 3, which means we need to add most to it. Most comfortable. My sofa is the most comfortable chair in the world. Okay. Then we have soft. Let's clap. 3, 2, 1. Soft. There we go. Only 1 syllable. So therefore, we need to add the suffix est. Softest. You could say, my dog has the softest fur in the world. Then we've got fashionable. Okay, let's clap along. Fashionable. Okay, there we go. More than 1 syllable, isn't there? So we add most. You could say, my t-shirt is the most fashionable item of clothing in my wardrobe. Then we have old. Now let's clap along. Old. So therefore, we just add the suffix est. You could say, my teddy is the oldest toy I have. Then we have cheap. Let's clap along. How many syllables? Cheap. Just the one. So we have cheapest. I brought the cheapest chocolate in the shop. Then we have interesting. Okay, let's clap along to this one. Interesting or interesting. There you go. I got it wrong the first time. Let me do it again. Interesting. So there's 3 syllables. So that means we need most. So you could say my book on the dinosaurs is the most interesting book on my bookshelf. Then we have high. So let's clap along. How many syllables? High. So we add the suffix est because it's only 1 syllable. So you could say the mountain I just climbed is the highest mountain I have ever climbed. Then you can have fast. Okay, let's clap along. How many syllables? Fast. There you go, only 1. And we can use our sentence, the cheetah is the fastest animal. Okay, so we can add our suffix s because there's only 1 syllable in fast. Now, your task is going to be on your worksheet, which is Year 2 Phonics 12th of January resource. You have these sentences. Now I have left a gap and I've given you the adjective at the end of the gap. So in the first one, strawberries are the, and then there's fresh fruit. So you need to change the word fresh using either most or our suffix est. Okay, you need to decide which one you use by thinking about syllables. So if you pause the video now and have a go at this, but then come back afterwards because I've got one more thing I want to talk about. Okay, pause the video now. Okay, so the last thing, some words that don't follow the rules. Now there are a couple, but today we're just going to talk about 2. So good, we can talk about good. Can we say, today's the goodest day of my life? No, we can't, can we? We have to say, today is the best day of my life. So that's the superlative adjective for good. And then we've got the adjective bad, which can we say today's the baddest day of my life? No, we can't, can we? So we have to say today is the worst day of my life. So there's a superlative adjective. We don't add the suffix s to these words because it just doesn't sound right. Fantastic. Well done, Year 2. If you can send me the worksheet to, well, send the office the worksheet so I can have a look how you've done, that would be brilliant. Have a good rest of your day, Year 2. See you soon. Bye.